Hello, everyone. Welcome to this myofascial release number 2 for our neck. And Zoe is joining me today. She can be my assistant. So today you'll want to have a therapy ball, maybe a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, or any other type of therapy ball. And we'll start with the lacrosse ball. So we're going to get into the side of the neck where we hold a lot of tension and tightness. So sit up nice and tall. We'll do an assessment here. Take an inhale, lengthen through your spine, and then turn your head to your right. Notice how that feels, and bring your hand in front of your nose, moving it away, and notice where your nose is pointing. Remember that spot. Bring your head back to center, and then turn your head to your left. Same thing, hand in front of your nose. Notice where your nose is pointing. Remember that spot and come back to center. You might take your head over to the right, bringing your right ear to your right shoulder, looking slightly down, and then slowly turning your head back to look forward and back up. Take your head over to the left, look slightly down and back, and then bring your head back to center. So now we're going to use the ball. You can use a lacrosse ball or any other type of therapy ball. And right at the top of your neck and shoulder there, where it feels tight, take the ball and press down and slightly out. You can use either the same hand or the opposite hand. So with some pressure, pressing down and a slight pulling away. We'll hold this for a few seconds and then adjust the ball slightly. Maybe slightly away towards the shoulder, just maybe a half an inch or so at the most. Again, press down with a slight pulling out towards your shoulder. And again, you can use the same hand as the shoulder you're working or the opposite hand, whatever feels best to you. So we're getting into the upper trapezius here, where many of us hold a lot of tension and tightness. And again, maybe slightly closer towards the shoulder, press down with a slight pulling away towards the shoulder. So you're pressing down and then pulling away from your neck. And then release. Notice sensation. Maybe notice differences between left and right. And then we'll do the other side. So again, either using the same hand or the opposite hand, press down, right, sort of at the place where your neck and shoulder connect there. Pressing down with a slight pulling away. I like the feel of the lacrosse ball against my skin. It is able to sort of pull the skin easier, but a tennis ball works just as well. And again, after a few moments, adjust the ball slightly out towards the shoulder, just maybe a half an inch or so. Again, press down with a slight pulling away. So you're pulling slightly towards your shoulder. And you can use both hands here as well, as I'm doing. Sometimes it feels a little awkward. And again, pressing down, maybe moving it slightly further away from your neck with a slight action down and away. And then release. Set your ball aside and pause. Now we're going to use our hand. Make a loose fist with your hand And using your knuckles, bring your knuckles right up behind your ear. If that feels too awkward, you can use your fingertips and have your arm positioned a little lower, starting right behind your ear at that bony protrusion with some pressure. So start to slide those knuckles down the side of your neck. Relax your other arm. Take about, maybe 10, 15 seconds or so. You might feel a sense of tenderness or ropiness under your knuckles. Go slowly here, all the way down to the base of your neck until you feel you can't go any further. And this is great to do every day, especially if you work at a computer or hold a lot of tension and tightness in your neck. And once you get all the way down to the base of the neck, then you can just slowly relax that arm and hand, shake it out, and we'll repeat. When you're ready, bring your hands back up. Again, start right up behind your ear, that mastoid process. With some gentle pressure, slide those knuckles down the side of your neck. Relax the other arm, ironing out the knots, sort of ironing out the fascia. And then slowly release, shake it out. And when you're ready, we'll do one more on this side with a little variation. So start in the same position. And as you slide those knuckles or fingertips down the side of your neck, slowly turn your head in the opposite direction. I usually go a little faster on this last one because it feels a little awkward. So when you're done, just relax and release that hand and arm. Shake it out. Look straight ahead and just notice the difference between left and right. And then we'll do the other side. So take your left hand or your other hand up behind your ear, whichever one you haven't done yet. And again, slowly slide those knuckles down the side of your neck with the pressure that works best for you. Using your knuckles or fingertips, taking about 15 seconds or so, maybe more. Notice how this side might feel different than the first side. Notice if there's any more ropiness or tender spots. And again, when you get to the base of your neck, relax, release, shake that hand and arm out. And when you're ready, repeat. Slide those knuckles or fingertips down the side of your neck. You choose the pressure. This always is so great to increase the range of motion in our neck. And again, if you're going faster, you might do more repetitions. You can look down slightly. That sometimes feels good. And again, when you get to the base of your neck, slowly relax that arm and hand. Shake it out. Release any built up tension. One more time. With the variation, hand starts in the same position. Slowly slide your knuckles or fingertips down the side of your neck, and then slowly turn your head in the opposite direction. All the way down. And when you're done, thoughtfully release your hand and arm. Shake any tension out. Come back to center. And we'll reassess. Hands on either side, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, turn your head to the right. Notice how that feels. Bring a hand in front of your nose. Move it away. Notice where your nose is pointing now. Have you gone further? Inhale to center. Turn your head the other direction. Hand in front of your nose. Move it away. Where is your nose pointing now? Have you gone further? Notice the difference. Inhale back to center. Maybe drop one ear towards that same shoulder and look down. How does that feel now? Inhale your head back up and over to the other side, turning your head to look down and then back, and bring your head slowly back up. Notice any differences. Did your range of motion increase? You might roll your shoulders, lift your shoulders up, back, and down. A couple times here, lifting shoulders up, back, and down. Shake them out. And notice how your shoulders and upper back feel. I hope that felt great. And drink your water. I'll see you in our next one.